All right, guys, we're back with another Edison Format Finals, this time in Fort Worth. Regionals, hosted by Epic Cards and Games. This was a single elimination tournament. We're playing for a Light and Darkness Dragon mat. I only filmed 3 rounds because there's a little bit of a glare. You're going to see it here in this game, so I'm going to try my best to go over the cards with the glare. I usually don't like to upload the videos with the huge glare, but this is the finals, plus it is Javi the Tiger King, who's been on fire lately with GBs. He just came back from top 16 RBT New York. So he's going to be his first time on the channel for Vince. I haven't seen Vince play in years, but I remember him from back in the day when I used to play. He's got a couple, he actually topped the YCS that I won, so I've known him for a while. Good player. He also had another top, I think, with Dark World. I think he was the first person to ever top with Dark World back in 2011. Yeah, 2011. Anyway, let's get to the duel. Vince flip summons Hamster, attacks him. So yeah, when I was filming at this regional, you can see there's other people on the other side of the table. This side, there's a glare. And I didn't know because I was playing at the region. You know, it's a regional. I can't choose where I film. There's, people playing modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So I just had this little side, but this side had a glare and I didn't notice it until I had already filmed. Anyway, now that that's over, Vince has 2 set monsters. The Tiger King Javi versus Vince. All right, Javi's looking in his back row. Heavy? Yeah, there was like one, two. There was a couple other matches that I filmed that I wish, but the glare is just too bad. Let's see how bad the glare is here. So it was MST, not heavy. So Vince trying to pro heavy Javi. I thought Javi was trying to. Okay, see, we can't even see what GB monster that is. So he attacks over Hamster. I think it was Laquari. It looked like Laquari, so I'm gonna guess. God, you guys can see that this glare is really bad. Oh man, yeah. If it wasn't for the finals, I wouldn't even be uploading this match. All right. Now Javi's going to set 2 or 1. He decides to set 1. At least we can see Vince's cards, but yeah, some of Javi's monsters. Well, at least we know he didn't use any effects. So Vince flips Raikou. Javi chariots the Raikou. Yeah, at least we can see their back rows. We just can't see the monsters. At least some of them. I think it depends on the rarity and the angle. So he Raikous. Okay, well, he brought. Okay, so he didn't attack with Laquari. So I'm gonna guess he attacked with Darius the first time. So Darius plus. No, should have been plus 200. So if he hit with Darius, it was 600. All right, so he tributes for Sirocco. Tribute summons Sirocco, special summons Gale, attacks him for 33. Leaves Javi at 36. Synchro summons Stardust Dragon. Sets 1 and passes. Does Javi have secret Siroccos? Is that why there's a glare? Come on. Summon when there's no glare. So Javi sets 2. So I am going to count this towards the win total on the channel because I counted this one before. Like I filmed a Winamat tournament once. This is the second time I filmed it. And we're actually having another regional coming up in a few weeks. In 2 weeks? Yes, 2 weeks. So I'm going to film, at least I'm going to try to get some videos from that Winamat. I did film the hat finals, but again, there was a glare. But I am going to upload the hat finals only. All right, so now Vince summons the... he has Stardust, so he's not afraid of Torrential or Mirror Force. So Javi takes him 14. And the Arm Wing is game if he can't stop the Arm Wing. So he Mirror Forces, he's forced to negate, and Javi concedes. Oh, man. So Vince, 1 win away from getting his first win on the channel and his channel debut. I actually filmed another match of his, but I didn't upload it because of the glare. And yeah, that one was bad. I couldn't even see what monsters Javi was summoning. Alright, so Javi goes first, game 2, sets a monster and passes. Here comes Charge, Mills, Dark Arm, Gale. Yeah, you can see Vince is smiling. That's a horrible mill. Three one-ofs. You milled your Burial, you milled your Gale, and your Dark Armed. And me having played Vayu for so long, like that's one thing I don't like about Vayu. When you mill your power cards, like Dark Arm and Burial, and oh, he's gonna Dark Arm, Burial, Return. It's like your deck just feels like it's not as good. But then there's games when like there's so many games where I lose where my opponent randomly mills a Vayu, a Necro, or something, and it just costs me the game. All right, so he's probably afraid of a Hippo, so he's just gonna make Goyo here attack over the Hippo. Ooh, Ulti Goyo from Vince. I think he borrowed the deck. See, Javi's trying to get him to summon it, but Vince. See, one thing I talked to Javi about because he just made top 16 RBT New York. And he told me once or twice that people kept in Gores against him. Now Vince, like myself, is an old school player. He played when I used to play. He knows GBs, even though he has not played. This is the first time I've seen him play Yu-Gi-Oh in years. But he knows, like, I'm not gonna take your Hippo. And Javi tried to get him. Maybe he's like hoping Vince is rusty, but nah. Okay, so here's the glare. Can't see what GB that is. So he special summons Test Tiger. Okay, at least we see the Test Tiger. Tributes Test Tiger. I think it was a Quest or Sam Knight that he summoned. So that was Murmillo. Pops the Goyo. Yeah, you can't even see the Goyo. Man, all right. So next time I'm there, I'm not going to film on this side. Also, the height matters sometimes when I'm filming. So I'm going to try. Maybe my other tripod would have worked a little bit better on this side. We'll see. I'll be back here in 2 weeks, so. All right, so he attacks with the Murmillo. Or he's thinking about it. Maybe he can't. Yeah, so he does. And Vince with the D Prison. That hurts. Most people only play one Murmillo, so Javi's not going to have Murmillo for the rest of the game. Is he afraid of a Pro Heavy? So Vince has Raikou, and it is Dust Tornado. Dust the bluffed Proving Ground. So now you're not afraid of Gore since he bluffed you with Proving Ground. I think Javi has Cap. Man, he always draws that cat. That's why I gave him the nickname. And Test Tiger. See, here he is again with Test Tiger. That's why I call him the Tiger King. I gave him that nickname. He needs to play on a GB mat or a Tiger mat or something, because. Alright, so he summons Rescue Cat. Let's see, does he bring out the Tiger or the Sam Knight? So I see one Sam Knight. I couldn't see the one. Oh, he has a. See? He had another. Okay, so he goes Geyseris. Okay, so he has Sam Knight, Bestiar. We couldn't see because of the glare, but. Alright, so he hits him for 24. I believe that's first damage. Yeah, this is not looking good for Vince. I think he's got one Spoiler Trap. So he attacks him with Geyseris. So he's got a Quest. What can he get back? Oh, he can get back his Hoplamas. So he's going to go Laquari. Okay, at least we can kind of see the Laquari. That's what he brought out. And does he go Laquari? He can make a Herculinos if he wants to. So he goes Laquari, a Quest. He's going to grab back the Hoplamas. Yep. Does he have any back row? He has one back row, but he didn't set any last turn. He set a bluffed. And here comes Allure. I thought it was Dark Hole for a second. No, it's Allure. So he lures away the Sirocco. Heavy. Javi chains Compose, puts back the Quest, keeps the Laquari on the field. Now Vince sets a monster. Javi summons back the Quest. Looks like he's going to attack with Laquari into the set monster. What if it's. I think he mills Vayu, Necro, Armageddonite. Hits Vince for 16. Oh, no, he Necros. Okay, now he sets one. What a mill hitting the Vayu. And the Necro. Because I think he attacked. Yeah, he attacked with Laquari. Raiko popped, milled the Necro, and then he stopped the attacks. So now here comes Rhoda. He's gonna Rhoda before he uses Vayu's effect. He gets Dark Grepher. Summon Grepher. All right. Will Vince get his first win on the channel on his debut? So, okay, so he gets rid of his Caius in hand. Sends the Sirocco. One thing that's pretty cool, me and Vince and Javi, we all, the YCS that I won back in 2013, we all made top 32 that event, playing Mermail, all three of us. And Javi's playing on a Mermail mat. No, come on, Vince, there's no Dark Hole. Light, oh yeah, Call. Oh yeah. So I think I said this in the previous video. Javi and I, we were testing the other day, and like I could have made a really bad play. Like I know he plays Call the Haunted, and I remember like he couldn't stop my summons or my attacks, and I'm thinking, man, I can make a really bad play if I make the read that that's a Call the Haunted and just Black Rose him. But I'm thinking it's not. But it's such a bad play. So okay, he calls his cat, and Bestiari pops his own. So yeah, Bestiari has to pop a spell and trap, so he pops his own call because he has to, and then makes Geyseris, pops the Arm Wing, and then he hit him for 24, and brings out. Let's see, it looks like it's Darius and a Quest, so he's gonna make Herculinos, and Vince can see. So we are going to the third game. All right, we'll see. Javi trying to get that 5th win, or Vince on his debut get that first win. We'll see. Vince is going first this time, so he starts off by summoning Grepher. See, when I played Vayu against GBs, oh, he has Necro. Okay, this is looking good for Vince. I've played against Javi a few times when I've played Vayu, and I think game 1, I would say Javi's favor, because on my build, I play minimum 2 hamsters, sometimes 3. So I think if you play the more standard Vayu list, which is only, I think 2 hamsters become really standard. So, but yeah, like it depends on if you're main decking double oppression or not. Like when I've played Javi without oppression in my main deck, the matchup's been worse. But when I main deck oppression, it's a little bit better if he doesn't have the out. So here, oh yeah, this is looking good for Vince. He Greffers. Now he's got Necro. He's got 2 Vayus and a Sirocco. And yeah, not looking good for Javi. So and he summons. Oh wow. Do you send Plague here? Ooh, I think you send Plague. But Javi could have Crow. Okay, I like this play, but the only issue is if Javi has a DD Crow. We know Javi likes to main deck Crow. He might side deck the second one. Okay, goes for Arm Wing. Yeah, no Crow from Javi. Yeah, this is depending on what that back row is for Vince. This might be this might be it. But we'll see. Also, Javi does main deck Gores, or I wonder if he kept it in this matchup. I think he did. Oh, he summons the Armor Master. Oh yeah, I forgot that give him a. Yeah, this is. So he attacks over Bestiari, then hits him for 14. If I'm Vince, I don't hit him for 25. I would just hit him for 14 and 17. Oh no, he does have the Gores. Now let's see if he dropped it. Oh, he did hit him with 25. Oh no. See, I probably wouldn't have attacked him for 25. But again, it depends on that back row. Oh no, he has 2 back rows. Okay, so it depends on the back rows. But like, if it was me, I probably wouldn't have hit him with 25. Because he didn't say any back row. Yeah, and Gores, I think game 2 and 3, Gores is really good in GBs because a lot of decks, especially Vayu, you know, 2 oppressions are coming in against you. And yeah, I like oppression. Sorry, Gores in GBs, game 2 and 3. Maybe in the main deck it's not good, but when you know Vayu and Black is going to bring in oppression, especially Vayu, Vayu sometimes struggles to deal with Gores, man. That's what I've noticed when I've played or when I've watched. All right. See, Javi's back in the game. That's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't have hit with the Armor Master because 14, 17. Like Javi said, no back row. He said a bestiari. And then next turn, let's say next turn Javi hits him for he would have been at what? Let's say he doesn't hit him, right? Javi went at 49. He takes 31. So he's forced to drop the Gores. And that depends on like if he has any monsters, but he's at 29, right? All right, so Javi summons Laquari. That's good because that one runs over Greffer and Armageddon Knight. So he attacks. Here's a D prison on the Laquari. Yeah, but right now Vince can't deal with either monster in defense mode. So here comes Brain. Uh-oh. How? Oh, wow. The power of brain control. Javi had to solemn it. Yeah, that was game. But Javi had the solemn. Book would have been the same thing. He could have had Book of Moon. Compulse would have saved him as well. He had a lot of outs. Book, Compulse. I think that's it though. Book, Compulse, Solemn. So he had like 4 outs. So now Vince probably sets a Raikou here. He still got the Necro. This is a good third game. I think go anyway. So 14, 50, 72. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Life points, right? Because he was at 49. No, I think I did it wrong. He took 31, 25. Oh, no, he was at 24. I think I messed up life points. Yeah, he was at 24 and then he saw them, so he should be at 12. So Javi summoned a GB and Vince Necro, so he takes 200 from the Gore's attack. And now the token's gonna... Javi probably anticipates that it's a Raikou. So do you attack over the Raikou or do you attack over his monsters and let him flip the Raikou himself? So he hits over the Greffer for 800, so we're at 12. It should be 12. Okay, yeah, 12 to 62. I got it. Javi's got the life points there as well. All right, and he passes. Doesn't tag. I think he necroed the GB monster. Oh, it's Card Trooper. I thought it was Raikou, he said. Mills return, Torrential Solemn. Oh, man, Vince. What's with these Mills, man? He mills all his power cards. It's Vayu, man. But then there's times when you just lose because they mill they mill double Vayu. Like, I've done it myself. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've never done it. But it's just Vayu Turbos. There have been times when I sack my opponents, I'll mill double Vayu. And there have been times when I get sacked by my Vayu opponents, they just mill insane. Even sometimes them just milling a random Necro, I've seen people win games because of it. And I've won games and I've lost games because I'm like, oh my god, I lost because he milled a random Necro. But people don't notice when like, sometimes milling your return costs you games, milling your Dark Arm, milling your Burial. It goes both ways, but people just don't really pay attention to that. They only pay attention to when it wins them the game. So Armor Master hits him. Oh, now Javi's at 300. So Card Trooper crashes. Vince is trying to draw a card, get the Card Trooper off the field. No, Vince is still high, so Vince still has the Gores. He needs like a Raikou or something to out that Gores. So he sets a monster. All right. Let's see. What will Vince... Javi's at 300. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. If I'm Javi, I'm so low. But you got Gores, even though you guys can't see it because of the huge glare. See, that's the beauty of commentary, is that I can at least tell you guys what card it is. Yeah, but this is really bad. I mean, I can't see either card. So Javi, yeah, we can't even see what card that is. And attacks over Armageddon Knight. Okay, so we know it's either in a quest or a Sam Knight because he took 200. And he attacks over the Armor Master for 200. So we're at 352. Does he hit with the token? Let's see. Hits over the Raikou. So Raikou is going to pop the GB monster, which is, yeah, Sam Knight. Mills Gores, Caius, Raikou. Oh, Vince kept in Gores. No. Yeah, I would side that card out. So here comes Upstart from Javi. I think Javi's trying to draw a back row, but what can Vince draw? Is this is not the game he moved the burial, is it? No, that was a previous game. So Javi with no back row, and here comes Foolish. Oh, Vince is on Foolish. I think he borrowed this deck. Yeah, he borrowed this deck. Oh, Crow. Javi's random Crow. We always talk. But I think he might side deck the second one. I think he does. I think in his deck profile he sided the second one. Yeah, because he has Armor Master in there, so Crow would have given him... Sorry, he would have had Silverwind, and Silverwind would have attacked over Gores. I don't hate Foolish. You guys may be seeing my deck. I've played it at many events. I think I've played Vayu at 3 events. And I think I played Foolish 2 out of the 3. I don't remember if I played it at Austin. Now, unfortunately for those guys maybe who watched my tournament report, I went 5-1 at Austin, and then I got a match loss because I didn't show up for my 7th round. A long story, but yeah, I didn't show up. I wish I could go back and see if I could have topped that event, but mistakes happen. Lesson learned. All right, switches Gores in defense mode, and then Vince does have the Mirror Force. It was Murmillo and the token. So yeah, Vince has no cards. Sets a back row, 362. And Javi summons a GB, attacks him. I think it's Hippo. It looks like Hippo, and he's going to hit him with Gores. Yeah, it was Hippo, because he's at 28. Tags out the Hoplamas for... What's he going to go for? Darius? It looks like Darius. And no response from Vince. He gets the Bestiari. Vince. Bottomless is the Bestiari. I mean, Vince at 28, though. Vince is top decking. Gale, that's a okay drop. He Mirror Forces him, and that's game. So congrats to Javi the Tiger King getting his 5th win on the channel. He won a Light and Darkness Dragon mat. I think he didn't have that one, so congrats to him. Now, I think Vince played well. The only thing was the Gores. I think he should not have attacked into the Gores that 3rd game, and then next turn, well, Javi had a GB, so Javi probably has to summon attack, and Vince probably de-prisons him. Now, maybe that changes Javi's play completely if he doesn't have the Gores. I don't know. But I think, if I was in Vince's shoes, I just wouldn't have attacked into the Gores. I would have just hit him for 31. Then next turn, Javi is forced to drop it on the Greffer, and then you can at least... He'd probably drop it on the 14 because he's going to lose the monster anyway. So he would drop it on 14, and then you at least you deal with the token. Heck, you could even maybe Necro his GB monster, and then you still have de-prison for the Gores. That's the only thing. But again, Vince has... This is the first time I've seen Vince in years, and he did well. He made all the way to the finals, not having played Yu-Gi-Oh! In forever, and I don't think he plays Edison at all. I think he just watches videos online, and yeah, so congrats to both these players, and hope you guys enjoyed that match. Glare was pretty bad, but I'll be careful next time. This is not my logo. This is at a regional again. I couldn't really... I didn't notice the glare until after I had already filmed. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it, and check out the link in the description. I got a coupon code for 5% off any purchase at an Epic Cards and Games site. And yeah, the code is my first and last name, Oscar Salaya, all caps. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.